In this video, I'm going to be using some translucent fabrics such as organza, netting and some lace. I'm also going to be using some ribbons as well. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sally and this is Didsbury Art Studio. And in today's video, I want to share with you a couple more samples that I've done for the theme translucent. So I've got various materials that I'm going to use and I will share those with you shortly. Layla's going crazy here. All right then, let's get into it. Okay, so we've got a couple of different samples. These are ones I've already made, but just to show you the sort of thing that we're going to be doing. Quick and easy techniques that you can apply to your own artwork, and I'll show you how to do them. So you can see that I'm using a long length of organza fabric, which is translucent, and I've folded it in half, threaded up my needle, and I'm just using tiny stitches to hold down each of the pleats. Now I decided as I went along that it was probably better if I pinned those down, so you can see that I've just sewn those up. On sample number 2, again I've used the organza and I've folded it in half, and I'm also using quite a strong lace that I've inserted in between the two layers of organza. So I've folded over each of the pleats, pinned it down, tiny little hand stitches again to secure it, and there we go. With this next one, the ruffles, I'm using a combination of the netting fabric and the organza, and I've drawn around a bowl there and I'm just folding over all the layers, and I've sort of inserted netting organza alternatively, and now I'm just folding it into quarters and tiny little stitches halfway along, and it makes this ruffle. Likewise, I've done the same with these coloured bin bags, pale yellow, and I've got several layers, and once again I'll fold those over and small stitches halfway along. On this third set of ruffles, I decided to draw around that tiny little bin just because I wanted a smaller ruffle to come out, so I've used some netting there, and I'm combining the three together. Ribbon embroidery. So I've got really quite a bit of this ribbon, and I thought that I would design a pattern with it, and then I was going to insert it in between two layers of the organza. So I'm just using small runner stitches once again, and then I am going to pull the pins out and fold over the fabric over the top so it's translucent. Next up is a combination of wrapping the bin bag there and sewing it and wrapping it with threads, and then I'm also going to combine that with some pleating over the top. But I really liked the linear effect that the wrapping achieves, and so I've made a couple of those, and I just really carefully sew those together just with a couple of stitches to hold them in place. And then once that's done, I'll complete the pleating, and I'm going to overlap the pleating on top of the wrapping. Like so. So as you're fully aware, I do really like trying out some of the samples on the body form. So I very handily have this mannequin to work on, which is great. And so I'm just using that first sample, just wrapping it around the neckline, almost like a collar. And then I've taken the next one, that's the lace with the organza, and that one's quite structured. And so I'm thinking, because it's quite structured, where's the best place to put it? I thought that combination looked nice, doubling them up, but then I changed my mind and popped it over on that side as a kind of shoulder piece. But it's so nice to twist the fabric. It just naturally goes kind of twisted, which is quite nice. And then I've got the Ruffles piece. Popped it on over the right hand side there. And next up is the linear sort of ribbon embroidery sample. Now that one, if I had more of it, that one would look quite nice draped over, just maybe as a long skirt or... And then you can see that I'm just playing around with that last sample, which was the pleating with the wrapping. So these are just playing around with ideas. Those are all the samples that I've got done today, and their placement on the actual figure. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you in the next video. All right then, bye.